Stop! Sure you want the rest of it?
Dirty Harry Minute. Dirty Harry Minute. Dirty Harry Minute Podcast. Dirty Harry Minute Podcast.
Every penny's worth.
Welcome back to Dirty Harry Minute, the only podcast in the world to review every minute of the 1971 Warner Brothers classic, Dirty Harry. I'm one of your hosts, John, and as ever, I'm joined with...
Tim.
The sound of his voice, and...
Trent.
It's Trent. And we returned with our returning guest, Evelyn.
Hey.
I garbled that intro, didn't I? We are talking about minute 22, which begins with Scorpio frantically looking for Pashmina and Ice Cream Man, and ends with a shot through the sniper target of his victim sitting on a park bench. Not a lot happens in this minute, does it, Tim?
No.
Just another sunny, windy San Francisco day. How do you think they added in those days, like the viewfinder effect?
I was going to ask the same question. Cardboard?
Do you reckon it's a post?
Yeah, that's
Edit?
what I was thinking.
It probably is, yeah.
Wonder if it'd been a bit fiddly to do back then, or literally just pointing it, maybe after you put it into the positive. I don't know. I'm not that kind of a film expert.
Yeah, because it looks just like optical effect
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see how they do it.
Once more, this minute starts off with Scorpio looking still.
It's like, oh no, I've lost my victim.
He's lost his victims.
What am I going to do, guys? They walked behind a bush and now I can't see them. Who am I going to kill now?
When I look at this freeze frame of him, of Scorpio behind the almost looks like a swimming pool ladder type thing on the top of the building. His teeth remind me of fangs, reptile fangs or something. But that's just all in my head, you know, webbed.
I like how you went with
teeth.
swimming pool there because, you know, he clearly has a thing for pools.
Yeah. I suppose it's just a ladder going down, isn't it? But it looks like...
Yeah.
And when Scorpio finally finds the victims again, Pashmina and Ice Cream Man, the music twinkle that comes in a little bit just reminds me of the Back to the Future. 1985, like just that bit, but that's just me.
Just very quickly on the binoculars and telescopic shots, there's a question posed online. How do they shoot binocular scenes? Oh, my microphone's all the way down here. I do apologise. They just having a quick look online. Just going back to this for a second. How do they shoot binocular scenes in films? Do they put two cameras in binoculars? And someone's used an example from Ronin, the 1998 film. And there's a couple of great responses here. They use big cutouts. Another one. I don't think they would use actual binoculars.
Can you imagine that? Like, just the binoculars in front of the camera. Yep. Got it.
But it looks like they've done they do a matte painting over the top. Sorry, they do one and then they stick it over the front. And it just sort of gives that illusion. Anyway, slight ramble.
I remember when Ronin came out, our friend Scott was going, you gotta see it, John, it's so good. And I said, it just looks like a boring thriller to me. And he goes, no, but it's got three Bond villains in it or something, is that right?
3 Bond
It's got
villains.
Sean Ben, I don't know.
That was the attraction for him to watch it?
No, to entice me. You'll love it because it's got Bond villains.
What did he
in
love
it.
about it? The car chases?
Maybe. Was it based on a Kurosawa lone detective film?
I can't remember.
It was a remake, wasn't it?
When Trent first mentioned Ronan, I actually took like 3 seconds to register, and I was thinking of Ronan Keating.
To my eyes, I was reading Robin. And I was thinking, it's a spin-off of Batman and Robin.
As this minute progressed, are we any closer to determining the relationship between Pashmina and Ice Cream Man? Is one pursuing the other? They're just friends.
No, their body language, clearly, when they sit down, they're very close.
Yeah.
They're very, very
isn't
close.
one guy like kind of on his knees?
Yeah, he's got his leg up. They both got their legs up, actually. Like their knees up on the seat. And
Kind of
they're
like
just
they're really
kind
into
of
each
like,
other.
kind of just coming together.
I thought Pashmina Man's more like flighty. Like he's more of a showboat person. Like
Well, he's wearing a purple poncho,
Yeah.
or pashmina,
I
as
don't
you
know
like
if-
to call it.
I don't know if he's into the other guy.
I kind of
He's a little bit flamboyant, which I love.
Yeah.
my theory is it looks pretty cold and windy, and I think the ice cream guy doesn't really want ice creams, but he's really into the guy, and he's just kind of having it because he wants to impress.
Do you think you're on a
Pashmina.
date?
Well, it looks like they
Yeah.
could possibly be.
They're in a nice date.
Yeah.
I think the smaller guy just strikes me as being an East Coast type. Like he's like Ratso, like, come on, let's go to the bar, come on. And the guy goes,
Just like me, he wants to be close to you.
I guess we'll never know.
Can we also just talk about the killer's his gleeful face here
Yeah.
when he sees
I
his
love it.
victim,
Hilarious.
how happy he is here. Like, look at his face. Look at his eyes. Look how expressive he is. He's just so happy. He's like, yeah, I got you guys. You're gonna die. Like he's enjoying this.
Yeah.
That quote from Andy Robinson where he said he's got the face of a choir boy.
Yes.
It's so perfect.
He looks like an angel up there all lit up. Like, look
I
at
think
him.
those lips, those perfect lips at the moment would freeze it. And it's perfect for lipstick. He'd look good with lipstick on.
Yeah, he's got good lips.
And his curly hair. Sorry, I keep
Sorry, Messi.
No, it's Kelly on one side. He's just so happy. Like, this is the happiest we've seen him. Because, like, the first killing, we don't see his face at all. So we don't know how
Yeah.
he feels about this. But
Yeah, that's right.
this is kind of the first indication that we see that he actually enjoys.
Yeah, and it also
Finding
sort
his
of
victims.
comes into that where he's like a child.
Yeah.
Yes.
So upset, but then he's become so happy so quickly.
Yeah. He's very good at putting a gun together.
Very good at putting the gun
Very
together.
fast.
Well, that sort of hints at military or just obsessiveness. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a handheld shot as well. That last one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's not many of them. Oh.
The gun looks so clean and nice. I'm not a gunman in any way, shape, or form. Don't even play Call of Duty, but like even looking at that gun just looks so pleasant. The wood and everything. It's like, oh, there's an art to this.
It looks like he takes care of it. Like he's one of those people that takes it home and
Yeah.
pulls it apart and cleans every bit of it, and he's kind of really
Yeah.
He respects wood.
And yet, in the scene where he actually holds the rifle, I don't know. He looks a bit. Is he just trying not to be seen when he puts the gun out there? He's doing it slow, methodical, but it looks like he's holding back. He looks comfortable with the gun, Evelyn.
well. I thought the angle. So as you can see, in the little binocular viewfinder thing, whatever you call that thing, he's kind of he has to angle it so he can like see the victim. So I think that the reason why his stance is like that is because the angle isn't quite. It's got a clear shot, but it's something is obstructing a little bit. Yeah, they're kind of to the corner of the building, I think.
Yeah, and I think they sort of showed a shot where the billboard was in his way or something.
Yeah.
As well.
But can we take a moment to appreciate the music?
Oh, it's
in
great.
this
Yeah.
bit? So as soon as he starts, he's like, all right, I found them. Great, awesome. Puts together that gun. The music just kicks it up a
Yeah.
notch. And it starts to get faster. And you can kind of feel this tension, kind of momentum going, all right, something's about to happen. Something's about to happen. And it sounds just like Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song to me.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. Very
Okay.
similar. Which Googled just before came out in 1970. And this film was 1971.
Lay low.
I'm like, I don't think Danny Elfman was doing scores back then because he's the master of making a soundtrack sound like another soundtrack. So
Or Hans Zimmer just repeats the same
oh,
soundtrack.
it's just a couple of chords, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you like the music, Tim, in Marvel movies? Like modern blockbuster movies where there's a bad guy, the villain.
I don't think the music is something I've really.
This is the super
paid
villain.
attention to.
This is a super villain.
Marvel movies mostly just have heroes, and that's about it.
No bad guys. Or good guys that were formerly bad or whatever.
Josh Brolin's good in the latest one. Would he have been a good Dirty Harry?
Yeah.
Hang on, he's the guy from Goonies and No Country, or
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what's
Okay,
that movie?
maybe.
Sicario?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Sicario?
Yeah, I think
I watched
so.
the first one that had Emily Blunt in it.
Yes, sorry.
The second one's coming out. There's another one
Yeah.
with what's his name?
Del Toro.
Del Toro.
Deadpool 2, he's in that. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's great. He's Cable.
Getting
Yeah.
back to music, how's the music in there?
Great.
What about James Brolin? His dad. He was almost James Bond, and they pulled him at the last minute.
Age for that when this movie
Yeah.
was made, right?
Exactly.
I don't know how old he is now.
James Brolin or that guy from Days of Our Lives who looks like him.
Or the guy in my
Ron
office.
Moss. Yeah, Evelyn, it's some great music here.
Yeah, it's great. It's my favourite bit, actually.
Of the whole film?
Well, I really enjoy, like, just the music when it just kicks
Yeah.
up. And then you get the helicopter. You can see that they're cops are keeping an eye on the rooftops. And then he gets caught a little bit.
Would you call the music ominous? Or it's not happy. But it's not
I had a note for the last minute. I said sci-fi music. I don't know what. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like a guitar, obviously,
Yeah.
electric guitar. Is there a bit of a synthesizer undercurrent to that
Sounds
lead
like it.
line?
Yeah.
I
there's
think
something.
there is.
Yeah.
There definitely is. I was going to say, it just reminds me of, like, it's like a chase is about to happen.
Yeah.
So I get that feeling they're about to start chasing him. Which they sort
Action.
of
It's just
do
action music.
with the helicopter. You get the
yeah.
oh shit, he's been caught. Helicopter sees him, and then he kind of gets away.
Yeah, it's
So-
not an extended chase.
No, it's a really short chase that lasts exactly 20 seconds. It kind of makes you go, ooh, something's about to happen. And I
As
get
Harry
that
said,
feeling.
the cavalry maybe has arrived. The helicopters of the cavalry of the 20th century.
But the cops don't seem that smart in this
No.
film, apart from Harry. They always seem to either not arrive to the robbery on time, or they keep losing the suspect, even though they're in the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can, you think they'd be able to catch him, but they can't.
You're a big fan of this minute, Evelyn, Tim? I don't really have too much else to say.
Music.
I think just for that choir boy face.
Evs, you worked at a DVD retailer in Melbourne once. Did anyone
Very
ever come
long
in?
time ago.
Anyone come in requesting a Clint Eastwood movie?
Oh, that's why I can list them off the top of my head. I had a section for Clint Eastwood.
Right next to Statham. Jason Statham section.
No, he never got a section.
Damn it.
If I was there now, I would do it. Yeah.
Who decides on putting a section in the first place?
I would.
Really?
Because I was the DVD manager.
Oh,
Which
right.
video shop was it?
It was a big chain.
Yeah.
It was in a suburb near Ivanhoe. We'll say that.
Okay.
I worked at several of them.
Ah, yes.
I went around. I did 5 in 1 year.
Yeah, shit.
These stores.
Which was the best and which was the worst?
Oh. All right, so I worked at the Epping store and the Epping Plaza store in the same year. And I
Oh.
can say the Epping Plaza was the worst.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right.
School holidays was a nightmare. But
That company's gone now, isn't it?
You mean the-
one of the Epping store is gone. Actually, 2 of the stores I worked at, Heidelberg and Epping, have both closed down. So. But that had nothing to do with me. I was not there when they closed down.
I thought it was Easy DVD.
No. I used to use their website a lot, though.
Yeah, me too.
Really good website.
Really good.
Like, if you were ever
Budget
searching
titles.
for anything, like,
Yeah.
they were... I used their website. I used it constantly.
You got to meet a few bands that performed in store, didn't you? Short Stack or some other people? What else?
I met 360, the rapper,
Oh, yeah?
at Ringwood. And I met Little Mix at Eastland.
Wow.
Little Mix were like the female version of One Direction.
Yeah, that's right.
And one of them was dating Zayn from
really?
One Direction
Shit.
at the time. There's a photo. Eastland took photos. I never got a copy of them. But fun fact, if you are into classical music or hack classical music, Andre Rieu. Ringwood was like the #1 seller of his DVDs and CDs in the country.
That's
so
so
that's
strange.
where he would go for an in-store.
Wow.
What about like Rob Mills? That's
I don't
like
think anybody bought his
damn it.
Millsy.
CDs.
A friend of mine messaged me on Friday night. Oh my god! I'm at a bar watching a cabaret performance with Rob Mills on stage.
You know what? Rob Mills is excellent. I saw him in Wicked, and he was actually amazing. I was like, wow, you've come a long way from since Paris Hilton and Australian Idol. But I had a few famous customers at Heidelberg. I had Peter Hellier would come in.
Oh, yeah. He's an Elfin boy, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, he was lovely.
What did he buy?
I think he bought Dexter one time. And he would always come in with wearing a hat. And, like, you'd be like, mate, I can recognise you. You're, like, on Rove every week. Like,
Philip Seymour Hoffman is in the house.
but one of the counter girls used to kind of play a trick on him. So at JB, you've got little metallic stickers that are supposed to buzz.
Hard to get off.
No, they're not. It's supposed to buzz when you walk out the door.
Yeah.
So you demagnetize them before you give them to the customer. And she would never demagnetize them, so it would buzz on his way out. But they didn't really work, to be honest, those little stickers. But Ross Noble came in one time because he used to live...
when he was in Melbourne.
Yeah. But then the
St
fires
Andrews
and-
or somewhere like that. He lived.
When there was the Black Saturday fires,
His house got
his
burnt
house
down.
burnt down. But I sold him his Nintendo Wii,
Wow.
and he came in and tried to argue with me about the Underworld movies. He was asking about one, going, "Isn't this movie out yet?" It was it was the prequel one, I think. And I remember going, "Nah, mate, it's not out." And he's like, "Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is." I'm like, "Mate,
Wow.
it's not out." And then I caught him afterwards. He was still in the store, and he was looking at the comedy section. And I think he may have been looking for his DVDs, but we had
The randomest.
sold out. But I didn't. I almost went up to him and said, "Mate, sorry, you're not popular enough." but I did catch him looking in the comedy section. But we had actually sold out of all of his DVDs at the time. He was very popular back in the.
Wow.
When was this? God, 2009.
Yeah. You never met Scott Eastwood or Clint Eastwood?
Oh, God, I'd love to meet Scott Eastwood. Yes, please. Oh, man.
Like Kyle Eastwood. No one talks about him.
Who the hell's that?
That's his other son who's in.
He's a double bassist, please.
He's got
man.
another son?
Yeah. He's older.
Oh, but he's not as hot, obviously.
Maybe he was.
There's a
Really?
photo of him as a young kid with Clint at the Fisherman's Wharf during the filming of this in the Life magazine article, eating shrimp. Yeah. So he's 3 or 4 at this age. Well, I think that's all we have for this.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
To bring it back to Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
What were the customers requesting?
Movies?
Yeah, of Clint's.
The Dirty Harry movies.
Hey.
Firefox as well when that came out.
Pink Cadillac.
No, Firefox, you know what was really popular? Paint Your Wagon.
Really? Really?
But all his westerns were really popular.
I once asked my dad what his all-time favourite movie was, and he said Paint Your Wagon.
Really?
It was so popular. I always had to have it in stock.
I'll bring that up next time I speak to him. But I was like, what the hell did you choose that? And that was before I even knew who Clint Eastwood was. Yeah.
And I've never watched it, but I think it's a musical.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Mercifully, only like 8 songs in the movie.
yeah,
anyway,
thank
something.
God. But that was probably one of the most... The Dirty Harry movies were always sold, but Paint Your Wagon always...
Any requests for blood work?
No, I would have it in stock though.
Space Cowboys.
There was quite a
Rookie.
few times I would have to make like.
You guys
a
are
Clint
hurting my
Eastwood-
ears. This is Dirty Harry Minute.
The Rookie, A Perfect World.
We'll catch you next time on
2 meals for
Dirty
Sister Sarah.
Harry.
I still want to talk to
Minute.
Dirty Harry
Minute.
Minute.
I haven't finished.
Minute.
Case closed.
Minute.